Chi Power Breathing Meditation. This is an audio that you can use to help guide yourself into learning how to breathe, the Dantian breathing, learning how to breathe into lower Dantian. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have an uninterrupted space of about 15-20 minutes. Turn the cell phones off. Give yourself the peace and the quiet. Find a comfortable place where you can lay down and your spine is relaxed and straight. Lying in the bed, lying directly on the floor on top of mats in a blanket, even in a recliner. Any of these positions, as long as your spine can be straight and there's no restriction on your abdomen. This breathing meditation is a key coordination that we need to establish to get the benefit from all of the exercises and techniques that are on these DVDs. In fact, this breathing coordination is how we connect our mind and our breath into the root of our body's energy source, into the lower Dantian where vitality can be generated, is stored. And the way we do it is by using our natural inhale and exhale, something we do all day long. We're going to connect our mental awareness and use our mind to focus and to direct breath to reach down into the lower abdomen. So lower Dantian's location is beneath the navel, about 2 finger widths beneath the navel, and we want the focus to go deeper inside, not on the surface of the body. So find yourself a comfortable position, make sure you're uninterrupted, you're warm enough. Reduce as much external distraction as you can so that you can have more attention to focus on the breathing technique that I'm about to describe to you. As you're laying down, you want to place both palms on the lower abdomen over the lower Dantian. We'll begin by inhaling through the nose. Mentally, you're looking down into your body. You're directing that breath to travel down further than you're probably used to doing. And with the hands on top of the lower abdomen, you can feel that part of your body rise up. When you exhale, gently exhale through pursed lips, just a quiet and soft whisper. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling gently through the pursed lips. Continue this breathing pattern with the nose and the mouth. As the breath moves into the body, it's like a wave. Feel as though a wave full, like the waves of the ocean, descend into the body and fill up in the lower Dantian. Your hands rise up on the wave, feeling a fullness. Now on the exhale, your hands sink. It's like the receding of the wave. The volume moves downward. In fact, you can let it move downward right through your spine and right into whatever surface you're laying on. So inhaling deeply, we fill. Exhaling, we sink. We'll practice this in and out, getting our mind and our breath and the movement that we feel under our hands coordinated. Take your time. If it's difficult to bring breath that low, which it can be for some people, You want to bring your hands to where you actually feel the volume entering and where you feel that wave-like fullness. And start there, even if it's not as low as we discussed. Start where you're at, and with your hands over that space, connect to the rhythm of your breathing. And very importantly, the mind is engaged. The mind is engaged in directing the breath, both inhale and exhale. It's conscious. If you find that the rib cage or the muscles of the abdomen feel a little bit tight, then what you want to do is make gentle massaging circles, very, very gently, just to ease the body, to ease the muscles. And you'll find as you just gently massage that everything begins to warm up and relax, and the breath flows in a little smoother, a little fuller. When we inhale, we all know that we bring oxygen in and it fills the lungs. But along with oxygen, when you inhale, you inspire, you draw chi. Chi comes in with the breath, and it's the chi that we're directing lower into the body. As you consciously draw chi, you're bringing life force energy, substance, nurture, that which makes us alive, which animates our being. You're taking this in. You're doing something wonderful for yourself when you take the time to breathe in this way. Now, if your hands were higher, try bringing them lower. You can bring them lower in stages. Ultimately, they want to be over the lower Dantian, beneath the navel. Once you're comfortable with the inhale through the nose and the exhale through the mouth, you can take your tongue and place it on the roof of your mouth behind the front teeth. This connects a circuit, a main reservoir of chi that runs down the front of the body and comes up the back. It's a complete circuit. Putting your tongue there connects those two circuits. When you exhale, if it's hard to hold your tongue there, then let it relax. Eventually, your tongue will stay up there and you won't even think about it. At no point do you want to struggle in this breathing meditation, because the struggle brings in an excess of effort and agitation, and it will defeat the purpose. So what are we doing? What is the purpose? When we take the hotter yang energy from our mind, we take the fire and we warm up the coolness in the lower Dantian. And when we do that, we warm up the blood. We warm up the organs. Circulation increases. Digestion, metabolism, elimination, all of these are benefited from the motion of the wave of breath as it actually moves through the physical tissues, and they benefit from the chi and the heat that sometimes is excessive in the head from constant thought, from worry. This is cooled down by moving into the watery yin in the lower Dantian. So we exchange the heat from the head for the coolness in lower Dantian, thereby balancing our body, balancing the yang and the yin. With a cool head, we're calmer, more focused, and with the warmer vitality down below, we have more circulation and life force energy to move around in the body. Let's talk a little bit about the exhale. We're consciously inhaling and filling. The exhale is very important because this is how we expire, we let go. We can let go of stagnant chi. We can let go of excess, unrest. All of this can move out on the exhale. So we let that exhale just move through the body and into the surface that you may be laying on and all the way down into the earth. But taking it in stages, letting your body sink naturally. Be aware, be conscious that that exhale is moving out. It's washing out. You're letting go. We're full of chi, and exhaling, we sink, we let go. We relax. We allow the chi to just spread through the body. Everything relaxing, even becoming a bit heavy as we sink. You may even find that you become a little tingly or numb because the mind is separating from the body's aches, pains, and concerns. You get a break, a breather. This separation gives another message to the body, one of relaxation, calmness, evenness. So let the exhale work for you just like the inhale. You can put your hands at your sides to relax them. Inhale, fresh oxygen, good and positive chi fills the body, centering in lower Dantian. Exhaling, we spread that chi and let it sink through the body. If you're very comfortable with this breath, it's okay to breathe in and out through the nose. At the beginning, it's helpful to separate so that you have more for your mind to focus on. In fact, if you're having a difficult time focusing, the mind is running about, pay attention to all the little sensations as you inhale. Feel the air gently moving through the nostrils. Maybe it's cool, maybe it's warm. You can actually feel and look internally downward as that breath moves downward. Take your internal vision, look into the lower Dantian, guide it there. The feeling of the abdomen rising is something else for you to focus on. There's many, many physical, internal and external sensations to keep your mind focused. The object is not to not think, because the mind is always thinking. We're giving it something specific and very powerful and very beneficial to do. Exhaling through that mouth gives you the feeling of the wind coming up the throat and moving out the lips. Again, something to pay attention to. And once your body begins to sink, you'll feel the different sensations of the body moving deeper and deeper into rest. This is a beautiful breathing meditation to practice before you fall asleep at night. It's a wonderful way to wake up in the morning to refocus so that the grogginess of sleep is replaced with the clear focus and clarity. Because it's such a nurturing practice, we always feel good afterwards. There's more circulation throughout the body, warmth and heat, clarity, and a feeling like you've just taken care of yourself. You've just given yourself a wonderful meal of oxygen and chi. To practice specifically during the day, especially if you have a difficulty with it, set a timer, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes. Give yourself practice periods so that you don't drive yourself crazy trying to breathe like this every breath 24/7 all day long. If you give yourself positive practice periods, it naturally flows into your daily breathing. And with time, you will breathe like this all the time. You won't remember a time when you didn't. Not only are we toning our inside by breathing in this way, you're actually toning the abdomen. Just the abdomen moving in and out in this pattern brings wonderful tone to all of the muscles and the organs. You may find that your belly begins to feel more solid. You may find that your core feels like it has more integrity. Within the lower Dantian are very important energy centers. You're activating them, you're exercising them, and you're feeding them when you breathe in this way. After a few weeks, or as long as it takes for you to really connect, on the exhale, instead of sinking, you may want to direct the chi to move down the legs, cleansing and clearing the energy in the legs all the way out the soles of the feet. You may choose to take that exhale and direct the chi to move up the spine, to move up the back, up to the shoulders, down the arms and out the palms. All of this will be very natural and seem very easy once you've made the first connection. Once we can get from A to B, we know how to get from A to C, because the process is the same. Learning the Chi Power Breathing Meditation or Dantian breathing usually is easiest to do laying down first, but once you have it, feel free to practice in a posture, a standing posture. Feel free to practice it in sitting meditation. It becomes very natural. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, too much heat in the head, this is the perfect practice to cool the head, calm the body, bring you into a more true present. I hope that you'll enjoy this breathing now and for the rest of your life. This is the beginning. This is the root, returning chi to the root. Begin here, and the rest of the journey will be full and fruitful.